There's to brand them for you. And then other people can tell you that what you need is a social media manager who is going to help with your content and then create awareness for you. So they were coming to our office and then they were doing all of these things. And I'm like, wait, like you guys mean there's something more to this thing? And the only thing that I was doing then was just to write. That was the only thing I was doing. I was just writing. So you mean that there's something else entirely that I can do that can bring in money for me? If it is that one, I want to see what you guys are doing. And that was how I got myself into this whole thing. So I started easy peasy. So I'm just going to tell you the skills that you can do, that you can merge together with writing. Like we say, we want to marry them, tech and writing. So there's this particular skill in tech. Let me start with this. I want to start with the simplest, and that's content creation. Most of you know what is content writing, but then there's also content creation as well. So content writing is part of it. Do you understand? So we have under content creation, we have videos. We have videos. You can create videos. I'm actually telling you how to get money because it's a true learning skills. So one thing I want you guys to understand is that in as much as we want money, these skills are very, very important. Do you get? When you get the skills, you need to learn them for a period of time before you can start making money from it. You can learn now and start making money immediately. Do you get it? Or you can learn now and then over time, when you start telling people that this is what I do, aside from writing, I can also help you to do this, you make money. But what is very, very important is that you do not forget to learn the skill very well, because it's a skill that you learn very well that will bring money for you. If you learn any skill outside, you will not make money from it, because once you do rubbish job, nobody will call your side again. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's the thing about this. So I want to tell you the skills that you need to know. So I'm trying with the simplest one, and that's content creation. So as writers, we have valuable skill set already, but then we need to incorporate these skills in we need to incorporate these skills into our list of things that we can do. Do you understand? So that it can enhance our earning potential. That's the major reason. Enhance your earning potential and your career prospects. So what are those skills? And I've mentioned all of them. One of is content creation. So it's very good that you're familiar with content management system. We have different types. We have WordPress. Before I even go into WordPress, I want to talk about Google Doc. I think people in CCC are very, very lucky in the sense that when you come into CCC and then you have your Friday task, we tend to tell you that you should do them in Google Docs. I know for a fact that most people didn't know anything about Google Docs till they got to CCC. And this is something that you guys are supposed to know about, but you didn't know about it. It's fine. Do you understand? It's fine. Now that you know about it, make good use of it. Because Google Docs, I actually prefer Google Docs to Microsoft Word. Because Google Doc, everything I'm doing is online. I like to do my stuff online, so they're easily accessible. Do you get? So there was a time back before I got into tech, I was into food business. So I had this business plan already. I had this business plan and everything. All the things I created for my business, I did them on Word and on Microsoft Word. See, I don't even have access to them anymore because my laptop crashed. And I had no way to access the documents anymore. Maybe there's something I can do now to access those documents, but I know that if I had put these things on Google Doc, it's easily accessible because with my Gmail I can access it. I just log into my Gmail account and then it opens it up for me. Do you understand? So learning how to make use of some tools. Google Doc is actually a content creation tool because there you get to write your ideas, you flesh it out, and all of those things. It's very, very important. So what are the tools that you know can help with content creation? You need to learn these things. Do you get? So you need there's Google Doc, there's Trello. You guys must have heard of all these things that people are always talking about. The most important thing is that as a creator, you should always check out for all these things. Check out for them, the Trello, the Google Doc, the Calendly, all these things that you hear social media managers or content creators that they say they make use of. You hear all of these things, you find out about them, learn about them, learn how to use them, because you never can tell. You can work for a client that is the particular thing that they use to work. Do you understand? That's particularly useful. So I can go to a particular office. Like I remember when I worked with someone as their social media manager, they told me that the thing they used to work was Trello. Okay, I had to learn how to make use of Trello. Later on, we moved to Jira. Jira is a tool, a management tool. So I had to learn how to make use of all these things too. And these things I used to create content because there I create my content on that space. I schedule my content in some of those things so that they can see it and see the tasks that I've done. So you need to learn all of these things, all these content creation tools and how to make use of them. So another thing again that people used to create content is WordPress. People that have this website and all of this, and this is something that I just started learning recently. Like I was really learning product design. Product design is different from designing with WordPress. Do you get? It's different from designing with WordPress. But then somebody came to me and it was like, I want to design a website and I need it because I want to run an ad. I want people to see my business. So the ad is going to be in a journal, but then the journal is going to direct them to my website. I need it yesterday. And I'm a product designer. In my head, I'm like, hey, how am I going to do this thing? Because I need to do this thing for this person. And I also need money. But I know that if I tell you that, okay, what you need is product design, and this is how you're going to do it, it costs a lot to do the design for someone using product design. Like I'm talking about hundreds of thousands. And it depends on what you want. I can charge you 700,000 and all of those things. But then this person said he needs it yesterday. So that means he needs it immediately. And product design is going to take time. So I was like, okay, what you need is that I can design the website for you using WordPress. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I'm saying this. I've never designed with WordPress before. But what did I do? See, right now, I can share the link of the website with you, and then you can go and check it. I'm not done, but I decided to work on it, take my time to work on it. And in less than, because it's not even up to 2 weeks yet, in less than 2 weeks, I already developed the website using WordPress, and that's it there. So that's one of the things that you can pick up when you are doing your writing. So in that same vein, I didn't just design the website. I also created the content on that website. I'm a writer, don't forget. So I still had to come up with, I don't need to tell the person that he didn't give me content for your website. He just told me the things that he does on, for his work. And then immediately I just got into it and I started creating content for the website. And the website is up already. I'm not done with it. Like I still have to work on the blog section, but that's it. That's the design there. It's up already and he likes it. So I just need to finish it. And this is what I did in less than 2 weeks. And at the end of the day, I'll get paid for this job. And this is some, if I just sit down with writing might not have paid me that amount of money, the amount of money I'll be getting from this job. But it came in handy. So when I'm going to be collecting money, I'm not just collecting money for the web design, I'm also collecting money for the content I created for you because you didn't give me content. Do you understand? So that's how this thing works. This is something that you need to learn that can be complementary. So that's that about the web content creation using websites, Jira, Google Doc, and all of those. Then there's another thing again that you can also learn. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's search engine optimization. So SEO, that's SEO basics. Like we've always talked about it in Triple C that when you're writing, you should your headline is very important. Make use of. I think the last thing we told you guys to work on a particular story and they're making use of SEOs or Recon. I can't recall which one directly. But this is a skill that some people have specifically. As a writer, you're supposed to understand the SEO. But if you now master SEO and merge it together with your writing skills, my God, see, you are hot cake. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you are hot cake because even web designers don't know about SEOs. But if you can know about SEO, you know SEO very, very well. You know how to make use of keywords, incorporate it in content. You know about headlines, meta tags rather, how to optimize meta tags, headings, the on-page elements, all of those things. You just familiarize yourself with the Google Analytics, the SEMrush, the Yoast, Yoast or Yoast. I've forgotten how they pronounce that stuff itself. But you familiarize yourself with SEO itself. Oh my God. See, you are hot cake. Like you're actually the kind of person people are looking for because they want their content to rank on Google. So when I go to Google and I'm searching for something, let's say I'm searching for something that is related to maybe wigs, people that sell wigs, I'm not going to say I want wigs, and then somebody's blog page just come up because of a blog that somebody has written for them, and the person incorporated the use of SEO very, very well. Man, when the person come like, I'm having traffic on my website, like, how did you do it? What did you do? How come? And all of those things. They will always recommend you to somebody else because you are helping their business. Once Google can rank their page, it will turn in more business for them. So as a writer, if you understand SEO, you understand Google Analytics, you understand SEMrush, you understand Yoast, you are a big thing in the market. So this is something that you can put in together. See, now you don't have to even code. You see, these are the non-coding aspect of tech. You don't have to code. Just know how to do SEO alone to bring you money. Do you understand? So that's one thing. So please don't forget about this. Just hold it, put it somewhere. Check out SEO. Yes, people can tell you that it's difficult and all of this, but it is worth your time. It is worth your time. It's something you should really, really know about. And as a writer, it's very important that you know about SEO because even if when your content does not even rank what exactly are you writing? Do you get? So there's that too. Then another thing again is social media management. So we've been talking about me and how I'm a writer and I have some skills. I have some skills. But then do you know that Bridget herself is also someone in the writer space who has other skills? So Bridget is a designer. Aside from being a writer, she designs too. Like she does on the side, she's always doing designs for people, for their brand, and all of these things. But some people don't know about it. So she's not just doing that. She also does social media management. She helps people to manage their pages. And she's into community management as well. Same with Polisa. Like your Triple C admins, you guys are sitting on the you're sitting on the good mind because Triple C admins don't just have one single skill. They don't just have writing skills alone. They have these other skills that I'm talking about. So they know so to say, they're in sync with writing because you're also in creating content, you're also writing. Before you can do a video, you'd have written out a script on how you want it to play out. Do you understand? So that's it. Please, so that I know that you guys are following, please, I want you to drop emojis or something so I know you guys are following and you're not lost, so to say. Okay, thank you. All right, so I've mentioned content creation as a skill to add to writing. I've mentioned search engine optimization. I've also mentioned social media management. So another thing again that you can learn is basic graphic design skills. You see this one, me, I don't know how you're going to do it, but you need to learn. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you need to learn this one. Because when I was doing reviews for some people, I noticed that some of them were posting on Instagram. And you know, Instagram is a place where people work with imagination. It's a visual platform itself, unlike Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook that you can actually get away with when you write. This particular one is it's better if you do more visual posts. Do you understand? Visual posts, or then you do videos. Do you understand? So if you're going to be doing anything on Instagram, you want to grab people's attention. You want to grab their attention. That when they see your post, the first thing you want them to see is that the first thing you want them to do is to stop and then be like, whoa, what did I just see? You understand? This kind of thing, like stop scrolling, do this, and all of those things. You know, you yourself, you've been on Instagram and you see the kind of content that draws you in. Why do they draw you in? It's because they make use of very good graphics. That's what they do. They make use of very, very good graphics. I hope you guys can hear me because it seems my whoa. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So they make use of very, very good graphics. So as a writer,
Today we stopped hearing you. I don't know if it's from my end. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I think okay. It would most likely be her network. Would most likely be her network. So hopefully she leaves and join back. Yeah, and so we can continue. So I hope you are feeling the section already. You're feeling the session like it's going well. She's exposing lots of skills, and I believe your notepad is already filled up, and you're getting value from the session. So while we wait for her to join back, let's let's you can start sharing some of our lessons on our status. Let's get more people to join in because she still has lots of things to unleash. I see two people's hands up, Dorothy and Evelyn. I don't know if your hands are up because you have questions. If you have any question, you have to wait till the end of her session. Opportunity will be given to ask these questions. I think she has about 8 minutes more. Okay, she's back. Titi, you
Yeah,
can.
I'm sorry, guys. I got kicked out. I don't know. Something happened to my network. I'm sorry. So, where was I? Okay, I was talking about graphic design. Sorry, guys. I need to rush because I'm almost up. My time is almost up. So, I was talking about graphic design. So, I was going to mention a tool that you could use to to do your designs when you're doing your content. You could make use of Canva. Canva is very easy in the sense that we have ready-made templates. The only thing you just need to do is to change the words to what is suitable for you, and then to your brand color. You could change to your brand colors and then change the text and all those things. But then if you still, because I still find that people make use of Canva, but then they use it wrongly in the sense that their typography, their colors, each of these things are wrong. They are not in sync. They are not following the rules of designs. And I would like to, when you have a bad design, people want to read your content because your design is actually very important. It's people like to say it's beyond aesthetics, but then at the same time, aesthetics is very important because one thing that's going to draw me to read your content is when your content is good itself, like the look itself, the feel. Like the way we talk about it in product design, if the UI of a mobile application is not giving what it should give, let me use that word, people would find it very difficult to make use of that particular application. Like Duolingo, I love going back to Duolingo every day because the application, the whole design and everything is making sense. So as a designer, it's as a writer rather, it's very important that you learn a little bit of graphic design, especially if you want to post your content on Instagram. So go online, go to YouTube. You guys have YouTube for you. Like there's YouTube. Go to YouTube, learn the simplest thing about graphic design, the basics, the basic of graphic design, the principles of design, the typography, the colors, the hierarchy, the contrast, all of these things. Learn them. It will help you, and you'll find that it will change. And then when people come to you and be like, "Your content is dope. Your design is dope itself." You proudly tell them that you did all these things yourself, and trust me, a job is going to come out from it. It's that simple. That's how I started. When I started doing video editing, I started doing it because I was a social media manager. But then most times our designers are always busy, and I wanted to switch up our content. So I started learning how to do video editing. You don't need to. Sometimes you need to be proactive. You don't need to be told that this thing. Why don't you try this thing? So you just have to do them yourself. So I had to pick up video editing. I started video editing. Then when I found out that our designers are always busy, they have one thing or one project that they are working on for people, that for our clients, I had to start learning how to do design. And that's how I started designing today. And now I'm into product design. So that's one thing. So you need to be proactive, learn this. You know you want to be on Instagram, you want to post your content on Instagram, then learn design. It's very, very important to help you. So because I don't have much time, I'd have loved to tell you more things. But then another thing I'll tell you is for digital marketing. So for digital marketing, you need to learn the basics of digital marketing, learn the fundamentals. We have about 6, or I don't know if they've increased them to 8 now, 6 or 8 things under digital marketing that you can learn. So you can learn email marketing. I know most of you like Ella's email. When she writes email, like you be like, Ella is a very good writer and all of those things. Do you know that what she's actually doing is email marketing? Forget that that's in his writing. It's actually email marketing. And most of the time it converts. we've got some people in Triple C, this particular cohort that came in through the email that Ella was writing. You know, she uses to promote content. It's more or less like the principles of online marketing. She understood the principles of online marketing. She decided to make use of email marketing to promote content, to convert, you understand, to make people come around. I hope it really helps you guys know that there are other skills apart from writing that you could put into it. So when you acquire these complementary tech skills, they can elevate your writing career and then they increase your earning potential. So the thing I like to say is that in the tech space, tech space is very, very unique. So to say, is unique, and one thing that will really help you is if you can adapt to changes, evolve, try to meet up with the demands in the digital age. If you check the writer space and you feel like, okay, they want us to invest more in our skills, they want us to change the way we do things in our writing space, then look at how you can learn new things to help you earn more, so to say, help you increase your potentials and help you earn more. Because as I am, I'm a writer, but then if writing gigs don't come in today, if writing gigs don't come in today, tomorrow, I'm very sure that I'm going to have a website design, because I told you guys, I just learned website development using WordPress. I just learned it, and now I'm making money from it. Like, I just made money from it, not like I'm making, I just make money from it. Then there's product design. I can design a product for somebody, maybe a mobile application or something. I can design for someone, and there's that as well. Do you understand? So I also have video editing, and if somebody wants me to design a flyer for them, I'll do it. If you want me to write a script for you, I'll write it. So what are we saying? So my money is not limited to just writing alone. I have video editing, I have social media management, I have academic writing, and I have website design. So that's it. I hope you guys can pick one of these skills that I just mentioned and then learn about them. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but it's all worth it at the end of the day. I would like to. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That was an amazing session. That was a really amazing session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Titi, for sharing with us. Thank you for exposing and explaining all these things and different areas. You know, it's one thing for someone to come and teach just random thing, and it's another thing for someone to teach you how to make money. They're not just giving you the fish, they're showing you how to fish and make this money. It's not something that she's just saying, it's tested and proven to work, is what she has been doing since I knew her. I knew her when she was doing social media management. I saw her transition from social media management to content writing, technical writing, research writing. Then saw her start graphic design. I saw her, okay, video editing. I did not really know her journey, but I knew when she was doing video editing, she still does video editing. And I knew when she started product design too. So I've seen her acquire these skills, try move from here, do this one, and how she has earned from it. So it's not just someone telling you textbook knowledge. It's someone who has done these things and understands it so well. Titi, Titi does not just understand the learning part of skill acquisition. There are some people who know how to acquire skill. They'll just learn it, but they don't even know how to practice it and earn from it. Now she's telling you about she being able to earn from website design that she just started. She just learned how to design a WordPress website on the spot, and she earned from it. So that's the kind of person she is. I knew even when she started this research writing, Titi was one of the few persons that opened my eyes to how much money you can make from research writing. Then working with Nigerian clients and all that, most of them will pay peanuts. But Titi started working with foreign clients, and when she would tell me how much she was charging for one work, I was like, so people can pay this amount of money for what I've been doing, and people have been paying me peanuts for. That was where I knew, oh, okay, means I've been targeting the wrong market. Let me change the market I'm targeting and move to another. Let me target some other markets, and that was it. So see, I think I don't know how much. See, I don't think anyone understands what she has shared this evening so much. Like the value you've gotten for free. These are things people would pay to get. So Titi, we really thank you. Thank you. I don't want to go through the stress of recapping everything she says or summarizing, because if you didn't get it, then means it's not for you. You're not really interested in it. But we are going to still try. So the next thing we're going to look at, because of the brevity of time, we are going to take a few questions. Check some of the questions we have, and she's going to spend the next couple of minutes. Someone is asking if this session is being recorded. I had network issues, and so it just came in. I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but let's see how it goes. If it's recorded, we would, as long as you registered. Most times we shared the registration link to this webinar. Some of you just clicked on the meeting link and joined. Now, if you clicked on the meeting link to join, you're missing out on some other things, because we don't have your details. You can just join this meeting and go out. But if you registered, so I'm telling you now, in case you're here and you didn't register, you saw the link that was shared maybe with the flyer, but you skipped it, you just joined with the meeting link. Go back, go to that link, register now. Once you register, we have your details, we have your email. So if we are going to be sending the replay, if there's a replay and we want to send it, we'll be sending it as a mail. Ella will be sending it as a mail to you. So if we don't have your mail, there's no way you get the replay link. So go back now, register, and so if there's a replay, you can get it. So we're going to take a few questions before we try to wrap up this wonderful experience. So Titi, someone is asking, must you learn technical writing before you decide to learn community management? Chisom is asking if you must learn technical writing before you can learn community management.
Okay, so those are two skills actually. So it depends on which one you want anyway. But most times before you become a community manager, it means that you actually have a sense of understanding of what the community you want to manage, what they are doing, so to say. So what kind of community management are we talking about? Because there are different types. Some people are community managers for Web3. Some people are just community managers for the usual things that happen in Web2, in the Web2 space and all of those things. So these are two things that separate. They are not the same thing. So it's just left to you. What do you want to learn? Which one do you want to go for? Okay, so if it is Web3, that means you need to know about Web3 itself before you can actually become a community manager in that space. So they need to see that you actually know what, because I know that one thing I know about Web3 is that they want to see people that know, you know what you're doing, you know your onions. So you can't become a community manager in Web3 if you don't know about Web3. So yes, you can build up your skills. You can build up your skills in Web3, your technical writing, and I'm not on 2x. So it's the way I talk. I'll try to slow down. So you can build up your skills in Web3, like the things you write about Web3, and then at the same time, you can learn about community management on the side too, how you can be a community manager in the Web3 space. But the major thing, the one thing about tech is that they are more concerned that you know exactly what you're doing. That's the thing I like about tech space. Nobody's interested in the things you've learned. What they want to see is solution, like your results. They want to see what you've done to know that okay, you're really good at what you're saying. So if you're good in Web3, then community management won't be a problem for you. And so I feel like you already have your way around technical writing already, so you're good with it. So you've known technical writing to a degree. Then start learning about the things that you need to know about community management. What are the things that will be required of me as a community manager? And then you go from there. So that's it.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for that. I think that answers her question. At a bonus, let me just add up because something I know about. I do both of them, technical community management. So it does not, you must have idea of technique writing. You don't even really need to have idea of writing. To be a community manager does not mean you must be a technical writer. No, but just know, like she said, know the community you're managing, know what it entails. Sometimes you can even learn on the job. Another thing you should also know is what platform would this community be built on? Like what's going to be our base platform? There are some communities that they are on Telegram. Some communities will be on Discord. Maybe some communities will be on WhatsApp. But if the Web3 community, most likely is on Discord. So one, you should be thinking about familiarizing yourself with Discord. Know how to use Discord, not just go into chat on Discord. Know how to use Discord as an administrator, permission settings, know how to integrate bot integration. There's a course for that, yeah. I think Discord has a moderation course. Just go Discord Moderator Academy, I think so, DMA. So Discord has an academy that will train you on all that. So you can be doing your stuff, learn how to use those platforms, know some of the basic skills. That course will teach you some of the basic skills you need as a moderator and will help you get better. So you can combine both of it, and you would, once you're well knowledgeable, then position yourself for that. Okay, let me check if there's any other question. I don't see any other question as at now. Is there any other question? Someone asked, City, how many years did it take you to learn these things? I want to know too. City, someone is asking about how long it took you to learn all these things. Omo, please don't use Titi to compare yourself. Titi is like a machine. Titi works like a machine. So, but let's just hear from her. Titi, over to you. You're not hearing you, but your mic is unmuted. I don't know if it's your network. Okay. I think she's been kicked out by her network. So let's wait for her to join back and answer. So she can answer that question. How long did it take her? While we're waiting for her to join back, let me check if there are any questions. Chisom, are you asking if you can DM me? Yes, you can DM me, but come with consultation fee. Come with consultation fee. Wine, bring wine and bitter cola. Consultation fee. Okay, no other question. No other question, right? Let me check. No, I don't see any. Is Titi back? Let me see. Okay, Titi, if you're back, yeah, you can answer. Someone was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, so the thing is, someone was asking, I think it was Gold, she was asking me how long it took me to learn all of these skills. So I don't know how to say, because one thing I know I've realized is that we have different kind of learners, and it depends on how fast you are as a learner, and then what you want to achieve at the end of the day based on this. So majority of these things that I know how to do, I was learning on the job, and I had to learn them simultaneously. Because I said I moved into tech, like I think it's just a year. This is 2023, yeah. And I served in 2021. So I was serving in a tech firm. So I had to learn on the job. So like I think this is my second year in the tech space. So what I had to do was to learn on the job. So I was learning things simultaneously. As I was learning content creation, I was learning some months down the line, I started learning video editing. So most of these things don't take me more than 2 weeks to learn. Like once you get the basics, you'll be very good, and then you start exploring from there. So it depends on the skills you're learning. So don't forget, please. Depends on the skills you're learning. Like product design actually took me about 3 months to learn before I can say that yes, I can call myself a product designer. It took me 3 months, but then when it came to what's it called, design itself, like I needed to understand design itself. That one took me a bit of a time, but what helped me was because I kept going back to it. Like I was doing it every day, every day, every day, every day, and then I got better. So in essence, if you want to learn something, if you want to be very good at it, like Triple C already gave you an idea of how long it takes, like 30 days to be a consistent writer and a very, very good writer. So from 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, like that, those things for 100 days, and you'll be very good at them. That's just it.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think yeah, that answers the question. There's one last question. Tina is asking, how do you balance all these skills learned, especially staying updated because tech skills keep upgrading. So how do you create a balance between these skills and stay updated with them?
Oh, that's a very, very good question. That's a very good question. Okay. So how do I create balance? I mean, it was very difficult for me, I'll be very honest, because at the beginning, I think Bridget is someone that really knows me very well, like knows how this thing was for me, like the behind the scenes that people don't see. I tend to tell Bridget and Jesus how I feel. You understand? So balancing it is not something that is very, very easy, especially if you have to deliver. Do you understand? Balance, yes, and Lisa too. Balancing things are not very easy, especially if you have to deliver. So one thing I know for sure that has helped me so far is having a focus. What exactly am I doing? That's the thing. What exactly am I doing? What exactly do I want to be known for? So to say. So with the way things are coming up, like we're having new updates, what I try to do is that I try not to let them overwhelm me. See, I won't lie to you. See, the tech space, you will definitely see updates every time. As of last week, Figma released, they released new updates, and I saw the old things that they released. Like I have to go and learn new things on Figma. I opened my Figma file. It was looking different, looking somehow. It felt overwhelming. What I did was to close it and like I'll find time for it. And I already stipulated the time for it in July. I'll sit down with the new updates that we have in Figma. So one thing I'll just let you know is that don't get overwhelmed. The updates will definitely keep coming. They'll keep coming. That's one thing that always happens in the tech space. You definitely keep seeing updates. Don't let them overwhelm you. Don't let them. Don't be scared of them. They are just there. You will learn them as time progresses. Then how you find a balance is when you have a focus. That's how you find a balance. Honestly, I do product design, I do technical writing, and all those things. But then I decided to find a focus for myself. The major thing I do is product design and technical writing. So if any of the other skills come in handy, fine, I'll do them. But I ensure that I have a focus. So if you have a focus, then every other thing will come easy. You really have a focus, and then you just focus on those things. So the updates that come for product design, updates that come for technical writing, those are the things I focus on, and then I'm good. So that's it.
That's it, and that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. So, guys, we've come to the climax. We'll soon be wrapping up this whole session. It's been it's been an exciting one. I don't think anyone who's been here would say that they did not get value from it. There's been a lot of value that has been dished out, well garnished and prepared, and it's been served. Thank you very much, Titi, for this amazing session. So, guys, we've heard from our Texas. She has told us, using her experience, how you can do this thing. And if she can, it's obvious that every one of us here can do it. Well, that's one thing we push ourselves, starting with the admins in Triple C. None of us has been solely dependent on writing. We've been trying to see how we can merge writing with other tech skills. Let me give you a rundown from the tip of my finger. Emmanuel is a writer, and Emmanuel is also a graphic designer. He's also good with animations. Titi, we know everything about Titi. Bridget, writer, graphic designer, social media manager. She has her hands on WordPress too and all that. Then Olisa, writer, social media manager, community manager. Waiting again. Let's leave it with that three. Then there is Angel. Angel is writer, community manager, graphic designer. That one is still there. Then Chris is writer, graphic designer, um, web developer. He does web design too. I think those are the three I know about Chris. Then who again? Who again? Ella. Ella is there. Ella is a writer, email marketer. And waiting Ella they do. Ella is also, I don't want to say she's a thief. But Ella is very big on freelancing and all that. Then there's Dorcas. Dorcas is writer, social graphic designer. What did she do again? I think she's a WhatsApp marketer. Dorcas is one very big marketer and all that. Lead generation, anything about lead generation, leave it for Dorcas too. Who again has I? Okay, I've not talked about myself. I don't know. Yeah, I just did. Writer, researcher, waiting again. I don't know what I do, but I do social media management. I do community management and all that. Who is the admin I've not mentioned? So what I'm trying to tell,
You
what
are
I'm trying to
leaving John. You have not talked about John. Oh, yeah.
oh, John is our Oga. John is our Oga. John John is a writer, copywriter. John is a businessman, typical businessman. Like John has a physical business that he's running, like a business that it's not just all these petty businesses. John runs a business like a million business that runs in millions. So we don't just focus on earning from one part of writing, and that's why we believe in replicating ourselves in members of our community. What we've done and has worked for us, we always try to encourage people to do it. Some months I make money from social media management. Other months I make money from research writing. June, this month now, like now research writing, they pay most of my bills. Research writing has been coming. I have one job I did almost 200K. Okay, it's a long-term project. There was one that came last week. I did that one. Just like that. Some months too, it's going to come through content writing. Some months, social media management and all that. So there are times when one source of income is not paying. It's their jobs are not coming from that way. You have other ways it's going to come from. So that's what we are encouraging you. And these tech skills, they are high demand skills at the moment. There are ways that you're sure of that if you learn these things and you're good at them, they would definitely feed you. They would definitely bring opportunities to you once you learn them and know how to go about it. And Titi is one person that has done, especially in the tech space. She has learned it, she has tried her hands, and she knows how to transition, how to create a balance, everything you need to know about it. And with all this knowledge she has been giving out for free, she decided to come up with a tech guide. A few months ago, I think that was 2 months back, she wrote a book. It's called A Techie's Guide. It's a book that most of the things she talked about today, they are just like a snippet from the book. The book covers her journey, talks about how you can transition to tech. She explains some coding skills you can learn, non-coding skills. Now she talked about some skills you can do. Maybe you're someone who you're still thinking, oh, all this tech thing is sounding strange to me. I don't even know what to do. maybe because of my background, I did health. I did a health related course, which tech field would complement my what I studied in school. She talked about all that in her book. She also explained how you can, while learning, the good habits you can inculcate that would help you fast track your learning process. She shared a whole lot of things. The reason I can tell you much about this book is it's not like I'm saying it because she told me. I was one of the persons that reviewed the book. So I've gone through the book from start to finish, and it's an amazing read. It's very practical. At the end of every chapter, you have exercises to do. These are exercises that would help you. So you're not just reading. After you're done reading what she has explained, what she has taught, you're going to put it into practice and go out and practice that thing. So you're reading, you're learning, and you're practicing it at the same time. So that has a book. That's a book that has been written out from her wealth of knowledge, and we want to be giving out the book today for those people here. This book is currently, I think it's currently on Amazon and it's on seller. I think on Amazon the book is $10. $10 currently is about, as I yesterday, $1 was 780 on Binance. So $10 is about 7,800 or thereabouts. But for the purpose of those people here that joined this webinar and stayed with us till the end, we are giving this book at giveaway price. We've spoken with her, and as our only two way of giving back to the community, anyone who can get the book between now and the end of this week, we'll talk about it. Between now, today is Sunday. Let's say between now and Friday. I don't want to give it till Sunday. Between now and Friday, if you can get the book, you'll be getting it for 5,000 naira. We just wanted to show some interest. And the thing about it is, if you're getting the book, you're not just getting it alone for that 5,000 naira. We want to give you as much value as possible. So if you pay for the book now, you're going to get Titi's a text guide. It does not end there. You also get another book. There's the Triple C Client Acquisition ebook. The client acquisition ebook is currently worth 5,000 naira. So now, if you want to get tech guide and client acquisition ebook, you're supposed to get both of them for at least 10,000 naira. But we did do we did in good spirits. Like we just did in a very good spirit. So with 5,000 naira, you can get both of these books. Just this offer is lasting for today's Sunday to Friday, let's say 5 days. So if you're interested in taking us on this offer, you're going to get a text guide and Triple C client acquisition ebook for 5,000. Then you can send me a DM. And we'll take it up from there. Send you, or let's send. There was the link. Titi, can you send them the link? I think there was a link you sent to me. Yeah, anyone who is interested, please help if you can share the link to the chat box. Anyone who is interested, just use the link. Go to that link. It's going to direct you to seller. It's a seller link, and you can make payment, get the book. Once you've done that, send me a message on WhatsApp, and if you pay, you're just going to get access to the text guide. But once you've done that, send me a screenshot, a message on WhatsApp, and I'm going to send you the Triple C client acquisition ebook. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining. Titi, any final words for us before we head out?
I just want to say, I just want to say thank you for having me. And then I want to tell everyone that it's not going to be easy, but then they should not worry. They've got this. Like anybody can learn anything. Once you just set your mind to it, it all starts with your mindset. Like I've come to realize, it all starts with your mindset, and once you start, There will be no stopping. You always want knowledge. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining and staying to the end. Thank you, Titi, for sharing with us. And with that, we can call it a wrap for this night's session. So expect our mails. Those that are interested, send me a DM and we're going to take it up from there. Good night, guys. See you next week. Bye.